Apocryphal book, Joseph and Asenath, the prayer of Asenath, the rest of chapter 24, chapter 25 and 26. And he said to him, "Command us what you wish, and we will do according to your will." And Pharaoh's son said to them, "I will slay my father Pharaoh this night." For that Pharaoh is as Joseph's father, and said to him that he would help him against you, and you slay Joseph, and I will take Asenath to myself to be my woman, and you shall be my brethren and fellow heirs of all my possessions. Only do this thing. And Dan and Gad said to him, "We are your serving men today, and we will do all things that you have commanded us. And we have heard Joseph saying to Asenath, 'Go tomorrow to the possession of our inheritance, for that it is the season of the vintage.' And he sent 600 mighty men of war with her, and 50 forerunners. Now therefore hear us, and we will speak to our Lord." And they spoke to him all their secret words. And Pharaoh's son gave the 4 brethren 500 men each, and appointed them their chiefs and leaders. And Dan and Gad said to him, "We are your serving men today, and will do all the things you have commanded us. We will set forth by night, and lie in wait in the ravine, and hide ourselves in the thickets of the reeds. And do you take with yourself 50 bowmen upon horses, and go a long way before us. And Asenath will come. And Asenath will come and fall into our hands. We will cut down the men that are with her. She herself will flee before with her chariot and fall into your hands, and you shall do to her as your soul desires. And all these things we will slay Joseph also while he is grieving for Asenath. Likewise also his children we will slay before his eyes." Pharaoh's firstborn son then, when he heard these things, rejoiced exceedingly, and he sent them forth, and 2,000 fighting men with them. And when they came to the ravine, they hid themselves in the thicket of the reeds. They divided into 4 companies. They took up their station on the far side of the ravine, as in the front part. 500 men on this side, and on that, and on the near side of the ravine likewise the rest remained. And they themselves also took up their station in the thicket of the reeds, 500 men on this side, and on that of the road, and between them was a broad, wide road. When Pharaoh's son rose up in the same night, came to his father's bedchamber to slay him with the sword. His father's guards thereupon hindered him from coming into his father, and said to him, "What do you command, Lord?" And Pharaoh's son said to them, "I wish to see my father, because I am going to gather the vintage of my new planted vineyard." And the guards said to him, "Your father suffers pain, and has lain awake the whole night, and now does he rest. And he said to us that no one was to come in to him, not even if it is my firstborn son." And upon hearing these things, he went away in wrath, and straightway took 50 mounted bowmen in number, and went away from them as Dan and Gad had said to him. And the younger brethren, Naphtali and Asher, spoke to their elder brethren Dan and Gad, saying, "Why do you work wickedness against your father Yasharhal, and against your brother Joseph? And Elohim preserves him as the apple of his eye. Lo, did you not notice? Did you not once sell Joseph? And he is king today of all the land of Mitzrayim, and a food giver. Now therefore, if you again wish to work wickedness against him, he will cry unto El Elyon, and he will send fire from heaven, and it will devour you, and the angels of Elohim will fight against you. And the elder brethren were moved to anger against them and said, And shall we die as women? Far be it. And they went out to meet Yosef and Asenath. And Asenath rose in the morning and said to Yosef, I am going to the possession of our inheritance, as you have said, but my soul fears exceedingly that you are parting from me. And Yosef said to her, Be of good cheer, and be not afraid, but rather go away rejoicing and dread of no man. For Yahweh is with you. He himself will preserve you as the apple of his eye, and from every evil. And I will set forth my giving of food, and will give to all men in the city, and no man shall perish of hunger in the land of Mitzrayim. And Asenath departed on her way, as did Yosef for his giving of food. And when Asenath reached the place of the ravine with the 600 men, suddenly those who were with Pharaoh's son came forth from their ambush and joined battle with those who were with Asenath, and cut them all down with their swords, and all her forerunners were slain. But Asenath fled with her chariot. Then Levi, the son of Leah, knew all these things by the Ruach as a prophet, and told his brethren of Asenath's danger. And straightway each of them took his sword upon his thigh, and their shields upon their arms, and the spears in their right hands, and pursued after Asenath with great speed. And as Asenath was fleeing before, lo, Pharaoh's son met her, and 50 horsemen with him. And the Asenath, when she saw him, was seized with very great fear, and was trembling. And she called upon the name of Yahweh Elohim.